hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to MPL Insider Beyond the Books.
With
Emily.
And Tim.
Hey! We finally, I think we're getting really good at it finally after a year.
Although we normally will go with Tim and Emily.
I know, but let's mix it up.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
probably now I feel completely.
I like that you're sitting further back so your head doesn't look so big, though. There you go. Normal size head, Emily. So, how are you? What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Spending a lot of time outside. It's been very nice. So, kind of avoiding the days that it seems to be really, really hot.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just been going to the beach a lot lately with our kid. And
well, that's good.
What's that? How about you?
Well, we've been having a lot of water disasters at our house.
Oh.
Within the span of a week, including a holiday, we had our refrigerator shut down and flood our kitchen. I had to buy a new refrigerator with that one. We had the valves under our sink in our bathroom break. So we had to have an emergency plumber on the 4th of July.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. That was really fun. And then our sump pump broke.
Well, isn't that just so fun?
Home ownership is great. It's really the best thing ever on the whole planet. I would use choicer language if we weren't doing a family show, but we are doing a family show. And if anyone watched the bumper and thought my hair was more yellow, my beard was shorter, and Emily's hair was significantly shorter, you are correct. Because we were noting that too. It's like, who are these people?
I know.
Who are these people?
Our hair has just gotten very long.
Well,
that happens though.
It does. Proof is in the pudding. So, we're not gonna. Sometimes we have special guests that somehow find our URL and talk to Ruthie, our producer, to get on the show
and let us know that someone's here to talk to us.
Yeah, and we never know who it is. It's been from the Statue of Liberty to a harried mom to everything in between.
A leprechaun.
Couple of gods.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. Yeah. So,
but
today
we've told Ruthie.
We told Ruthie
we don't have time for it. We just got to get down to
business. Take it easy today. Yep. Just do your job, produce the show.
Yeah.
We've got everything lined up just the way we wanted, and that's how we plan to go about our business today. So, what do you say? Should we probably get started?
Let's dive in.
All right, let's just dive right in. Actually, this week, it's things at the library. But the first thing that we're going to talk about is something that's coming up next week, Wednesday, July 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Pet Skull Brewing Company. Something Emily and I both are on the committee for putting together. So we can
something we look forward to every year.
Every year, especially now that Emily is here, as opposed to last year when she wasn't here.
When I had broken bones.
Yes, you had been upended by a beast.
Yes, I was.
Literally a beast. Oh, hey, by the way, if anyone has any questions or comments, just type them into the comments box on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll get to them during the show. And that's for anything that we're talking about, also for our guests that are coming up a little bit later. But the first thing that we're going to talk about is the Brew and Bee. Fourth annual. Only COVID could stop us for a little bit, but as soon as that was cleared, we jumped back in. And this year, it's very important to remember that you can't spell bee
without bee.
It's so true. And if you want to see a video about how that is absolutely true, that all the letters that you use to make up words are important, head either to Manitowoc Public Library's Facebook page or Pet Skull's Facebook page. And there are a bunch of people that have shared it, but it's a little promotional video about how important language is.
And it's quite lovely.
Well, it's fairly lovely. I think it's pretty lovely, and it delivers a good message. Yes. And it shows what fine actors Paul Hoffman and I are.
Yes. Are? Do you say are or aren't?
Are.
Oh, yeah.
How fine we are.
Okay.
Are.
Sometimes, the headset.
Irony. I know. The weirdest thing is we can't hear ourselves through the headsets.
That's good, though. Yeah. Otherwise, it would be like an echo chamber.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
Might throw us off. Better that we don't do that. So, the Brew and Bee is coming up. The registration is required, and there is a $20 registration fee for participants.
Yep.
But
you want me to say?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to pay anything to come and watch, heckle, cheer on, however you want to show your support, whether it be positive or negative.
I would say being an audience member is just as fun as participating.
It's so fun. Yes.
And If people choose sides, they pick candidates. I mean, they'll show up if they know somebody and root for people. But then the people that just show up to enjoy a Pet Skull beverage and watch the bee, they pick sides. I got booed a lot last year for giving words that they didn't like to people that they had chosen as their favorite, which is absolutely fine. I am. I get a senior discount at movies now. I can take a little booing, so I'm not terribly scared. But with the $20 registration fee, what you get is you get 2 quality Pet Skull beers, or you can have soda, hop water, anything you choose. And just to clarify, this isn't just a 2-hour drinking game.
Yeah.
In fact, there are no drinking penalties. Initially, people thought that, when you, if you misspelled something,
you'd have to chug a beer or something.
You'd have to chug a beer. None of that is true.
There is no forced drinking.
No forced consumption whatsoever. And it is just an element of something to make an outdoor evening nice. And it's
for adults,
It's for adults, yeah.
We're, legally allowed to have
it says right on the screen, 21 and up. But you get those beverages. You get, let me go through some of the things. I put some things on screen.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some of the things you get. You don't get to take that home, but that is Mr. Paul Hoffman under the guise of one of his alter egos, Jim Gablinski. And so that is Paul. I was actually just on the radio with him at
Paul or Jim?
With Paul.
Oh, okay.
With Paul. We were doing the tap room on WOMT promoting the Brew and Bee. And at the end of it, I found out that Ian, one of the hosts of the show, has already come to see American Farmer here 3 times.
Nice.
And that he just loves to porch it. So even though we're not talking about American Farmer, it is a great exhibition going on at the library right now. So this is the man that we partner with and the brewing company that we partner with to make things happen. And when we have one of our guests on later, little story about that, about her involvement just a little bit later. And then this is one of the things that you get for your $20 in your registration packet. You get a beautiful Brew and Bee 4 beverage koozie.
Yeah, to keep your beverage cozy.
It's a cozy and cool.
Yes.
Everything you want.
Well, I think because we were trying to think of some sort of prize or something to give to everyone who registers.
Yeah.
And we had went through a couple ideas, and then I was thinking, I remember when we first started this, and or if we're having it outside, it gets hot. If you're gonna have a beer while you're doing your Brew and Bee, you know that warm weather, cold beer, your cup starts getting all covered in condensation and it's slippery and stuff like that. So, we thought that might be kind of a convenient thing to offer.
Well, and for a guy like me whose temperature is usually 35 degrees higher than everyone else's.
You are an oven. Yes.
Yeah, I am an oven, so I need something to keep my my beverage cold. Yeah. And this would keep soda.
Yeah,
absolutely
soda.
Cold as well. So there is that. You get that with your registration. That is in your packet. If you would like to purchase one, they are available for purchase the night of the bee. If you're not a participant.
New this
year. One thing we have to talk about. Oh, do you want to run over to my desk and get the cheat cards?
Yeah.
I forgot to bring them over. They're in the top drawer. So I'll just riff a little bit while Emily is retrieving something I forgot to bring on the show. There are cheats available for purchase for the Brew and Bee. They run from $5 to $20, and they run the gamut. If you get eliminated or if you don't like the word you get, there are the cheats that are available. Emily has all of them, and they run from exchange a word.
5 seconds with your phone.
5 seconds with your phone.
Ask a friend.
Yep. Rewind a word.
Oh, you already got that one. Mulligan. Mulligan's a top one.
Yep.
Rewind a word. And then the newest, which is champion check. And if you want to talk about that, Tim.
I do. This is the champion check cheat card. If you purchase this before the bee begins, you have to purchase all your cheats beforehand. Yeah. But if you purchase the champion check, and bear in mind that's the most expensive cheat, but you'll see why. If you purchase that and you misspell your word, and it's a single elimination tournament, so if you spell one word, you're out. If you get eliminated and you have a champion check card, come up to the judges table. You can exchange your card for one grab out of the judges fishbowl for one of these multicolored balls. Inside these balls are one of two things: a black X. If you get a black X, you've just taken a chance and you're still eliminated. However, if you get a green check, you advance directly to the championship round. Mm-hmm. Even if you've been eliminated without having to spell another word, you go directly to the championship round. So that is our newest cheat this year, the champion check. We like it. It's fun. Hopefully other people will like it too. And there is the champion trophy.
In all her glory.
Yep. Donated it's just such a wonderful donation, and their sponsorship is incredible. And they always create something wonderful every year for the champion. But this year, Manitowoc Trophy outdid themselves.
Oh, yes. When you brought it in, I remember I was working on the service desk and you said, when you're getting off the service desk, let me know when you're coming. And I totally forgot, and so I just came upstairs and you're like, wait, don't come in. And then you presented it to me.
Because I'm subtle. Cool. But this is but one of the 3 great prizes that the champion of the bee receives. As the champion, you receive this beautiful championship trophy from Manitowoc Trophy. You get a full service oil change and tire rotation from Novak Service Center, and a $200 gift certificate from Pet Skull Brewing Company. That is what the champion receives.
They're great presents.
Second,
presents.
They're presents. Yeah, they're presents for being the best. And then you get, if you finish in second, you get a $50 gift card to Spices, the new Indian restaurant in town. And if you get third place, you get $25, 25 or 30. I can't remember, but you get a gift certificate to Dynasty, the new multifaceted Asian food restaurant in town. And also, if you're the first person eliminated, you get something special as well.
Yes.
But let's not go into that right now. Yeah. So, but that is the trophy, and it is beautiful. And can't tell you how much we appreciate all the people that helped sponsor this. And all of the money, by the way, from the bee for the $20 entrance fee, all the cheats, all the koozie purchases, that will be donated to the Friends of Manitowoc Public Library. So it's going to a good cause because the Friends, they help to support, and they're the backing behind a lot of
programs, summer reading programs.
Yeah, the summer reading program.
Their financial contributions to those programs are what make a lot of the things that we do possible here.
Yeah. So and Pet Skull does not take any of the cash that we bring in as part of the entrance fee for those 2 beverages. They just donate everything back to the Friends as well. So it really is for a good cause, and it's a lot of fun. And also,
did we forget something?
Well, we did forget something, but because before we get to this, I just wanted to play a little something for you. Because, there is someone who has worked very, very hard on making this happen. And that person is this little lady right here.
Well, I mean, because you asked me to do it.
Well, it's true. I did ask you to. But,
it's just good to be reminded
that
the event is happening next week, Wednesday. There's still time to sign up. We will also accept walk-ins.
Yes.
So I believe, the event starts at 6. We'll be there at 5 o'clock to take any, handle all the people who are registered, and also accept any walk-ins that want to
participate. Yeah, and for cheap purchases and for koozie purchases, if you're not participating, registration is open now, and it actually starts filling up quicker as we get closer to the bee. For example, we had a bunch of people register yesterday.
Yeah, just in the last day, there was, I think, 5 or 6 new registrants.
Yeah, so just go to the URL at the bottom of the screen, www.manitowoclibrary.org/events/brew-n-b-4, or just go to manitowoclibrary.org, and there's a beautiful banner you can click on that'll take you there. You need to register beforehand. You can walk up until the time of the bee starts, but we suggest that you register beforehand so that the the registration packages are all ready to go. And just FYI, your order in the bee is the order in which you sign up for the bee.
Yeah.
So that is coming up next Wednesday. Registration open now on our website. And that's about it for the bee, right?
Yep.
I would say. And so, just because you took the time. Oh, goodness. That is not something that should have gone up there yet.
Oh, my, great one, Tim.
Well, thank you. But I think I handled that pretty well.
Yes. Okay.
I sort of did anyhow.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, we are a well-oiled machine.
He just keeps interrupting me with videos.
That's true. Well, but you made these videos, and they're fantastic. They need to be shared with the world.
Moving on.
The other thing... Shut up, Tim. And
we got the guests waiting in the wings.
They're waiting. They're getting paler as we speak off screen. Wow. But by the way, this is the other event that we wanted to promote today, that of what's going on at the library, and this is happening on Saturday, August 3rd, from 10:30 to 11:30.
I have a calendar behind the July one there. I should have been prepared.
Oh, look at us. We're also beautifully prepared.
10:30 a.m. Yes.
10:30 to 11:30. And it is called A Patchwork of Stories, Sharing Caribbean Culture. You can show up and ask Baptiste Paul, who is the author of several children's books, mainly set in or around St. Lucia, which is where he was born. And just a really fun guy, a very talented guy, high energy guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you recall, we had talked about him on the show and actually had him on the show.
We had him on the show
a few months ago. He was set to do a program back in May.
Yeah.
I think it was May.
April, actually.
Yes, that's right. The end of April. And then there was just some unforeseen, circumstances that no longer allowed him to be on the show, but or to come to the library. But he is now going to be coming on Saturday, August 3rd. I'm tripping all over my words right now.
Okay.
I know where I want to go with this, but my brain's
just keep talking. You'll get there eventually.
But yes, he's rescheduled and he will be here that day, barring any random things that happen.
It seems like he will be here. And if you would like to see him in an interview, head to our Facebook page. He was on Local 5 Live yesterday, promoting his appearance at the library. And he is just such a fun, high energy guy. And,
super likable.
Yeah. And it's so nice to bring a different culture to the library.
Yeah, absolutely.
And his stories, he loves connecting with people, and just such a great guy. Even though this is primarily, I would say, a kids program.
It's for anyone.
It's for anyone. Adults could show up and appreciate his energy and his storytelling just as much as everyone. So, in addition to the Brew and Bee, we want to encourage everyone to come down to the library Saturday morning, August 3rd, 10:30 to 11:30, and Baptiste Paul, he'll be talking about his upbringing in St. Lucia and his writing process, and he'll also just be reading his latest book, which is called Patchwork Prince.
Yep. And
so he will be doing that as well. So that,
without further ado,
correct. That fills you in on I'm really having a great time playing bumpers today. I just want to share that with everyone.
Too much fun.
But without further ado, we are bringing on to the show our very special guest this week. We have a pair of guests. We are bringing to the show Margo Meyer and
Patti Fellows.
Patti Fellows. Welcome. So, should we start with Margo?
Yeah, sure.
Margo, why don't you tell us what you do at the library?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, awesome.
Here's Kristen.
Well, I started the library, I was thinking about that way back, I think 1999, and I've worked in different areas in the library throughout all this time. But most recently, I was in one-to-one literacy, and I've been tag teaming now with Patti. So she's coming into that position and doing an awesome job. And then right now, I'm in the Homebound Services Department.
And I said, I teased it earlier that I was going to bring up a little tidbit about you. You are the person who actually, many moons ago, probably 6 years or so ago, brought the idea of doing an adult spelling bee to me. Because you thought it was something that was like right in my wheelhouse to run with, and you were not wrong in that. And you had read an article about a fundraiser for an adult spelling bee in Portland. It was with a university in Portland, correct?
I believe so. That was a while ago, but I do remember thinking, "Oh my gosh, this would be perfect for Tim." So I'm really glad it's gone so well.
So the Brew and Bee came from a suggestion of Margo, and it is a huge fundraiser there for whatever organization. I know it's a university organization, but they actually charge the spectators to come, and I think it's $100 to enter into it. And, they raise a huge amount of money for it, but we decided to scale it back and just make it more of a fun event, even though it has turned into a bit of a fundraiser. Yeah, it's more of a fundraiser than a fund-raiser. So, and Margo, just while we're rolling with it, what do you do when you're not at the library?
Well, let's see. I have 3 children that are I have 2 that recently graduated from college, 1 that's currently in. So we're empty nesters. Let's see. My husband and I dabble in pickleball now, and that's kind of fun.
Dabble in pickleball?
We dabble in pickleball, and we like to travel. So and I of course should say I like to read because I work at the library, which I do like to read and talk about books.
Right, it's mandatory. You do have to say that. But,
yes, but it is true.
So Patti, get ready to say how much you like to read.
Yes.
Okay. Really do you pickleball dabble while you're traveling?
We've never done it like that, but I'm sure that's an option.
Maybe create a getaway based totally on pickleball.
Based totally on pickleball.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pickleball court tour.
Yeah.
Nice. I like
it. Only eat pickle-related food.
That's even better. That's even better.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Margo.
Thank you, Margo. And Patti.
Please tell us a little bit about what you do at the library and what you like to do outside the library.
Okay, well, I am the new Margo. She's got a very wonderful reputation as the one-to-one adult literacy coordinator because she has full of fabulousness. And but I have started this, and she's been training me, which is great. Let's see here. So I guess my job here is training tutors and pairing tutors together with learners. And so I'm learning all about the moving parts of that. Outside the library, I have 2 kids, and I also similar ages. Margo and I met when our kids were in preschool together.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Shout out to Sam and Zizi.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we've had different connections over the years. Our husbands have coached soccer together and all different stuff. So, yeah, but love being up north with my family and just spending time reading. Lots of books and reading. Is that right?
Job.
Did I get that right?
Well, yeah. I checked my notes. Yes, that's great to hear, Patti. I also have heard that you are quite a fan of musical theater.
Yes, I'm definitely a musical theater geek.
What's your favorite musical?
Oh man, that's like naming your favorite child. You can't do it.
I can. My favorite child is Devin Kaczynski. Name your favorite musical. The Gauntlet has.
Yeah.
Like it. She doesn't know.
That's my favorite child.
No, my favorite one is whatever one I happen to be listening to on the Broadway station in my car at that time.
And Patty is known to break out into song. If you say something remotely similar to a lyric, she will just woo, and very nice voice.
Well, Patti, if we had one day more, we probably could go into a little bit.
I like it.
I used to be an actor, so I actually do know a bunch of musical theater.
Well, we'll have to chat because that's fun.
We will. I like Stranger Things. I don't mean the show. I mean, I like more challenging like things. Like, have you ever heard of Shock-Headed Peter?
No.
It's a musical.
Please tell me.
That is based solely on pre-19th and 20th century German fairy tales. And by German fairy tales, I mean cautionary tales. And by that, I mean that if you do something that you're not supposed to do, you're going to die. So it is full of there's this beautiful song about a girl playing with matches who lights herself on fire. And it is absolutely, and it's done with puppetry. And when she lights herself on fire, it's all done with fans, and there are straps attached to her wrist that you don't know. And she pulls her dress up, and it reveals flames as it goes up her body, and then a trapdoor opens and swallows her up. And all the music is done by a trio, like a cabaret trio, that only sing in castrati high voices. But it is a gorgeous, wonderful musical. There you go.
So why does not come to Manitowoc?
If I knew a castrati singer, I would mount it in Manitowoc. But unfortunately, they're few and far between. I also wrote a musical called Babes and Dudes that played off Broadway. But I'll tell you about that at another time. This isn't about me, it's about you.
I was just going to say, Tim.
I'm sorry.
This is about them.
Margo, what's your favorite musical? Margo?
Oh, that is hard. I would say, I like a lot of the classic ones, but we did fortunately see Merrily We Roll Along recently, and that was fantastic.
Oh, in New York?
Yes. With Harry Potter, of course, in it. So.
Harry Potter?
Yes.
The child wizard was in it?
The child wizard, yes.
Or was it Daniel Radcliffe, the adult actor?
Correct. Yes. It was very, very good. Very, very good.
No, I did want to see that. We were out there and we just ran out of time and didn't get to see anything. We went to a talent show instead, which is insanely weird, but a lot of fun.
It sounds fun.
And I'm not even going to ask Emily because you know why? She hates musicals. It's true.
A musical. Right? You gotta like musicals. How do you
go, Patti, go.
Do I break into the tap dance part?
Yeah, jazz hands. Yeah, do a tap break.
I don't know what. I will say, and you're going to probably think this is totally lame. The only musical I've really ever seen was probably The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. And I actually really liked it.
See, and I didn't see it because I in a former job life, I used to work for a vintage and poster auction house in New York. And so I've researched P.T. Barnum a lot for circus posters. And that movie was so dreadfully inaccurate about what the real P.T. Barnum was about.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, did they say that it was supposed to be like an entirely like accurate?
I don't know, but people anymore, they just see something and that's like, well, now I know everything about P.T. Barnum.
Like a very exaggerated story of, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't care.
I'm not banging on you for liking it.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily, what if they made Twister into a musical? Would that be okay?
I would go see that instantly, and I'd have to bring my 4-year-old because that's his favorite movie.
I just, that would be hard,
know, right? We got cows.
Hard to bring.
What if it hit your house and my house? Or
we got cows.
That'd be a perfect song.
Yeah.
Well,
that
we got cows.
Song.
Billy is the Extreme.
Yes.
I would use Billy is the Extreme as an audition song.
Yeah.
Nice.
Quite possibly. So, way off track.
Way off track. But I really wanted to ask, it's a question for both of you, but it's kind of, I'm going to frame it slightly different. So, Margo, from the homebound standpoint, I would like to know, like, what is your favorite part of your job? And then for Patti, what are you looking forward to most with your job? Just because you're still in the learning stages and figuring everything out. And I figure you maybe haven't quite gotten to that point yet. And, what are you looking forward to? So whoever wants to go first.
Well,
Go ahead,
I can take it. Yeah, Homebound Services is definitely near and dear to my heart. I love that we can bring what our library has, all of our material, to our patrons that can no longer get to the library physically. So, maybe they're facing a challenge, an illness, they've had a surgery, whatever the qualifying mobility limitations are, they can sign up for our program. And we don't just sort of pull whatever type of books or audiobooks or magazines for them. We really take into account what they like to read or listen to. So we pride ourselves on getting to know our homebound patrons, finding out what they want, and then assembling collections for them. And then those collections go out once a month that our awesome volunteers deliver. So they get to see our volunteers stop in. And so I think just having that very personal service, and so many of our people will say, oh, I used to come to the library all the time and now I can't. And thank goodness you can bring the library to us.
Oh, I love that. I always, I thought Homebound Services was always just like the coolest program, because it's like giving someone a little bit of normalcy, like if they can't, take themselves somewhere, or even have someone take them just for whatever, issue that is. And I think that that's just such a cool service that we offer, and that maybe a lot of people don't know that we have. And,
Right. And it can be super helpful for families that are caring for somebody. They're very busy getting them to potentially medical appointments, different things like that. And, the person might be afraid to ask them to do one more thing for them. But by signing up, we can provide that service, and it allows that person to be independent once again, and really have a say in what they're getting. And we provide large print, regular print, audiobooks, magazines, as I said, music CDs, and we keep track of what we send them. So we've gotten to know a really neat part of our community that maybe can't come in our doors every day, but we can send things to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Homebound can participate in the summer reading program as well, correct?
Yes, we've sent out forms to all of our folks so they can fill that out and turn it in and get some prizes. So we are happy to bring that to their doorstep as well.
That's just awesome. A really awesome way to, make people feel included.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that the community extends beyond the actual building.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so key.
Yeah.
I know it sounds dumb, but thank you for everything you do.
Oh, we love doing it. We have a team kind of in our office, so we put our heads together, and it's just it really is truly something we love doing. So.
Oh, for sure. And I think it also just shows the importance of volunteers too.
Yeah.
That we rely on them in so many facets of the library, and Homebound being one of them, is that they are delivering and picking up things so that people who are homebound can get these materials.
Right. And we wouldn't be able to accomplish this without our volunteers. So they are pivotal, a key part of our program. And they bring a lot of smiles to our people as well as they're delivering things. So it's great.
It's probably just as fulfilling for them, I think, like it is for you, to be able to do that. So
yeah.
Well, thank you.
Fantastic.
And Patti, please share with us what you're looking forward to most with your job, or even if you do have like something that you're already like really enjoying seeing.
I guess what I'm really enjoying at this point is there's a lot of moving parts in this area, but I'm really enjoying getting to know the people. And I've had lots of tutors come in my doors. I've had several of the learners come through the doors, and I was unaware of the need in our community for literacy and adult literacy specifically. So I've been in education kind of at the opposite end of the spectrum. And so to see that there are so many people out there that were seeking, to whether it's employment literacy or health literacy or digital literacy, or they're working towards citizenship, and, that we have all these opportunities here within our program. And we have these wonderful volunteers that work one-on-one with the learners. And so we're trying to meet needs. We have a waiting list of learners right now that we're trying to work through and try to match people up so that we can grow the program and meet those needs.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
If we're looking for like volunteers for tutors, in case anybody's watching, what do they need do they have to have any qualifications, or like what, is the commitment, just so that someone has an idea if they're interested in participating?
Margo might be a better person to answer this, but I will say what I've learned so far is that they just need to have a heart for helping people improve their lives, because that's ultimately what they are doing by helping improve their reading or their writing or their listening. Most of our learners are ELL learners, or English language learners, that are speaking normally a different language in their adult lives and are trying to learn English. And then we also have adult basic education, which those are working more towards GED or similar programs.
Sure.
Margo, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. That's awesome. Yeah, really. Volunteers.
I listened to what you said.
Of course, they don't need to have a background in education. We offer training. We offer a mentor that they can partner with. So they have, besides Patti, who has wonderful background in literacy.
Thank you.
And education, they have a mentor as well they can talk to kind of help them along the way. But it's been a joy to watch Patti come into this position. She brings a wealth of knowledge and just this passion for literacy, and you've been wonderful with everybody, and a super fast study. So I can't say enough. Kudos to Patti.
I've learned some of that. Great. So
well, and I want to add, I've only had just a handful of experiences getting to work, a little bit with you, Patti, and,
Yep.
I can already see that you're fitting in so well with the staff here. You seemed like you learned so quickly. And I think that, I think MPL made a great decision hiring you. And
I think I got lucky, because I've learned that there are just so many great people here, and each in their own area, and it is a busy place. And I was unaware of how many wonderful programs that are offered, aside from these two that we're talking about today, that are just such an asset to the community. So I feel very lucky to be here, and I've had lots of people help.
And you've only been here since July 1, right?
I started a couple weeks earlier with some training, but yeah, officially, yeah, as of July 1.
yeah, a lot of new faces in here actually lately. So
Definitely.
But it's all good. We're all happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah. Short
And-
Thank you for having me.
And having your picture taken when I didn't tell you
I
it
hadn't
was
done
going
my
to
hair
happen.
that day, and I'm not sure about today either, but
It's a wonderful picture.
It's
It
a
really
wonderful
is.
picture, and your hair looks great. See, you're going to be on with me, so your hair's always going to look better
well,
than me.
thank you.
Well,
Are we ready to move on? Now, normally here
Yeah.
we do trivia.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that. Wow. We'll have to do
Well,
it another time.
Well, we're not going to do trivia, but we didn't say you weren't going to be doing anything.
Uh-oh.
So, with that in mind,
Oh no, do we have to spell?
that is correct.
Oh,
Yeah. The crestfallen. Now, just remember, you have the capacity to win prizes.
ooh.
Can
There
I
are
use my
prizes
phone?
in them. You may not.
You
may
must
not.
purchase a hint.
Could you give Margo? Could you please give your dog your phone?
Sure.
Hey, maybe.
And Patti, just put it in the plant where things go to die in your office.
It's not that bad.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
I have no green thumbs.
We are going to. It is 2 words per person. All right. And
so I guess we'll tell you what the word is,
Mhm.
and then you have the option of asking like its origin, use it in a sentence,
what its
Phone a
usage
friend,
is in
the
language.
definition.
We will not spell it for you. That is an excellent question. No, we will not do that. And we'll also give you the definition.
Okay.
So
Now
remember,
I do have some Pet Skull beer in the fridge. Can I go get one? No, I'm just kidding.
you can.
It might
I
help you
mean,
spell.
the
Water.
on the clock right now.
I know. I know.
You are an adult. You are in charge of your
It's
own
all
life.
fine. It's all fun.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Now
I'm not
it's full of
familiar with
vodka.
that brand. Is that a new microbrew?
No. This is just seltzer. Just seltzer.
I too am drinking seltzer. I'm up the LaCroix variety.
Cheers.
Oh, it's so
Cheers.
blurry.
It's
Cheers.
like it's automatically like blurring out the,
I know.
for like
Yeah,
copyright issues.
we will not promote any brand. All right. So,
Margo, you're
Margo,
first.
you want to go?
on the list
We're
here.
going to make you go first.
Yeah, just
All right, I got
You
it.
have more seniority.
So
Okay.
your word is delivery.
Oh.
And if, like I said, you can ask us the definition or use it in a sentence.
Oh, no, you just give the definition.
Oh, okay. The act or manner of delivering something.
Oh, okay. What's its origin?
Norman.
Anglo-Norman French.
Okay, well that helps for sure. Okay, delivery. This is I always
Are you
used to
sure
think
you
of the
don't
word-
want me to use it in a sentence?
Oh, please use it in a sentence.
Okay.
Yes, Emily.
Is it delivery or is it DiGiorno?
Oh, nice. Nice. Let's see. Delivery. DELIVERY. Delivery.
Correct.
That is correct. And I should point out, if you are correct, there is no sound effect. However, if you spell something wrong, you will hear this. The bell of despair will ring.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bell of despair.
The bell of despair.
Will Jordan be there for the B again with his trombone?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
He is going to have a trumpet this year.
Oh, yeah. Trumpet. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, because he sold his slide trumpet.
Okay.
But no, Jordan is there. Emily is there. I'm there, and also
And
Laura Schreiner is there.
And just so Patty knows that sometimes if you miss a word, he'll do sound effects on his instrument, which is
Yeah,
great.
The bell of shame.
Well, the bell of
Not
shame
like that.
happens whenever
Or like
you
the
misspell a
sad horn.
word. Jordan comes in with the bell of despair, and then he has the horn of shame when you purchased a cheat and you still get the word wrong. Then you get played out by Jordan. But all right, Patty,
Well,
are you
give it
ready
to
for
me.
Are you ready?
I'm
Your
ready.
word is comprehension, the act or action of grasping with the intellect. Comprehension.
Comprehension. All right, Emily, give it to me. What are the origins?
I actually get to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you get to do this one. All
Because
right.
I'm
This one's
doing your
Tim's
word.
turn.
Emily's doing mine. Now I feel like nobody. The language of origin is Middle French from Latin.
Interesting. All right, and the definition?
The definition is the act or action of grasping with the intellect.
All right. I think I comprehend this.
I see what you did there.
All right. Comprehension. COMPREHENSION. Comprehension.
Correct.
That is correct. So
All
you're
right.
tied.
I'm a visual person. I was trying to see it in my head there.
Yes. All right, Margo, your next word is retirement.
Okay.
The definition is.
Oh, sorry. The definition is an act of retiring, the state of being retired.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Yes, I could. Following her her career as a CIA operative, Midge was super happy to embark on her retirement in the Caribbean.
Nice. Okay.
Or Caribbean.
Retirement. RETIREMENT. Retirement.
Correct.
That is correct.
And I just want to mention too, I don't know if you guys are noticing like that we tried to have a theme for each of you. And Margo, we're not telling you we want you to retire. We're just saying that you deliver to retirement communities.
Gotcha.
I realized that as she's spelling, I'm like, God, it sounds like we're saying, like, come on, Margo.
Come on, Margo.
What are you trying to tell me?
What are you waiting for, Margo? All right, Patti, your second word is translate. To turn into one's own or another language. Translate.
All right. Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Yes. Please translate this tween TikTok post into adult language, please.
Nice.
All right. Translate. TRANSLATE. Translate.
That is correct.
Correct.
Can we hear the bell just for fun?
What?
Can we hear the bell just for fun?
Sure, for funsies.
Yay!
The bell of despair rings for no one today.
I always thought that seemed more of like a correct answer, Dave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I know it is,
Ding,
but
ding,
in the
ding.
spelling bee, it's not. It's weird.
I
I don't know.
don't know.
I don't know it. I
We'll
don't know
make
how
the
it came
rules.
into being.
I mean, we do kind of.
It's not a hot
We do
dog
make
eating
the rules.
contest. We do make the rules, but we do follow their
Interesting.
rules for elimination.
Okay.
But do
So-
you have a coin by any chance?
I do not.
I do not.
How about this right here?
Okay.
I've got a USB. There's text on one side and it's blank on the other. So we're gonna flip. And so we'll say, Patti, you get the text side. Margo, you are the blank side. Whoever it lands on face up gets to pick their prize first because we've got two prizes since you're both winners. So I'm gonna flip it. And it is Margo. It is the
Ooh.
blank side.
Okay.
So Margo, you get to pick your prize first, and then Patti, you get whatever Margo doesn't pick.
Yeah,
But I guarantee
get the
they're both great.
leftovers.
They're both great.
Just like the plan. So,
That's
Margo,
going out of my head.
I know. It looks very
It
nice.
looks like
though.
you've got a really
You
funky
really pull
hairstyle.
off that look.
So your first option for prize
Is
Oh my goodness.
this like ceramic
beautiful ceramic bear,
teddy bear.
who also is an artist,
Yes.
That
Or
is fantastic.
or a bottle of Sprecher root beer.
fire brewed root beer.
You know, I am going to be visiting with a friend tomorrow that loves Sprecher root beer, so I'm going to have to go for that so I can share it with her.
There you go.
Patti,
Very
the bear.
thoughtful.
Patti,
So, Patti,
you get the bear. Now,
once the plant officially passes away, you have something to
I have
replace it
something
with.
for up there. Yes, perfect. I love it.
so
Thank
all
you.
prizes can be claimed in the marketing department. Do we want to tell them about the bear though, or no?
No.
Okay. It's not haunted or anything.
How could a bear like that be haunted?
Yeah, no.
Now, I
There's
feel like we could make it into some sort of traveling trophy of some sort here. We could,
Yeah.
we
Well,
could do
That's up
something
to
fun.
you. That is up to
You know, that's been kind of the idea, but so far no one's come to pick up their traveling trophy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
I'll
So
be up there soon.
you're running up the stairs.
knock, 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 knock.
Eager.
Now, I know you probably thought that was the end of things.
Well, we got one left.
One more
thing
segment to
left
go,
on
and
the
that
list.
is so we have a series of 6 questions which help people to get to know you even better. Although I think we've done a fantastic job of doing it in the show. There is no prize for these, but they are just 6 questions that you both will answer separately.
I'll say we'll ask a question, then you can answer one at a time. We'll start with Patti answering first, and then Margo, since Margo started for the spelling bee before. So the first question for both of you is what is the weirdest food combination you enjoy?
I actually was telling Laura yesterday about this food combination. My mom made grilled cheese with peanut butter on it when we were little, and it is delicious. I really think you should try it. You just take your grilled cheese, you take your bread and your cheese, and you put some peanut butter in the middle, and it's kind of ooey gooey, almost like a sauce, and it's really, really good.
What kind of cheese do you use?
It can be any kind of cheese. I mean, it can be American, traditional, American.
I didn't know if there was like a certain
cheddar
one. Okay.
And smooth or chunky peanut butter?
You could probably use either one. I think I've been raised on creamy, so that's usually what we have. But
Okay.
Yeah.
isn't it funny how, and it has to be the same brand Jif, that I grew up with. But
It's
whatever.
very Elvisian.
You know what
It
it
is a
reminds
very
me of,
Elvis-
actually?
Huh?
It reminds me of, do you remember the Twilight movie?
No.
It was John Lithgow was in it.
What?
The
Twilight?
Twilight Zone, sorry.
Oh,
The
Twilight Zone.
not the Twilight movie.
Very
Totally
different
different.
movies.
Oh,
Twilight
great.
Zone
Very
movie.
different.
I just forgot a word. The Twilight Zone movie.
What was on the? Was he on the plane?
Well, so there was that episode of like the family that watched the TV, like the
Oh, I
little
remember
boy
that.
and the mom, and then they were like, I remember like eating these sandwiches, and they kind of looked like peanut butter sandwiches, but they were all like stringy and melty.
I
That's what I'm
remember
thinking
that.
of right now.
Oh.
Sorry,
You know what? Maybe my mom saw that, and that's where she got it.
she was inspired.
It wasn't just because the sandwich sparkled because it was special.
It's from Twilight.
Around Twilight,
movie.
too. And Margo, what is your flavor combination?
I will sometimes mix ketchup with cottage cheese.
Oh.
And then like you dip something in it, or you just eat it just the cottage cheese? Okay.
Just yeah.
All right.
I like this question.
Great
This is
answers.
fun.
All right. Second question. If you could visit any place in the world, where would you go?
Oh my goodness. I love to travel. Any place in the world. Right now, my daughter and I have been talking about, we're Mamma Mia fans, and we've been talking about maybe when she graduates from college going to Greece. I would love to go to Greece.
Ooh, I would love to.
Even though that's not actually where it's filmed. I think it's in somewhere else. But anyway,
Is that what it says at the end of the credits? Filmed
probably.
somewhere else?
I've read that somewhere. I think I was trying to find information on traveling over there.
Okay.
just don't go at this time of the year, because I saw that right now they
So
had
hot.
to close the Acropolis because it is so ungodly hot there right now that I'm not really sure what the heat has to do with them closing it, but that's what they said. They're like, the heat is so hot.
Oh, I can tell you, because we went to Sicily last year, and it is so hot in those temple areas because it is just stone bouncing back the sun right at you. There is nowhere to escape from the heat. We had a couple people on our tour group that had heat stroke because it was so hot. Fortunately, I sweat nonstop 48 hours a day. So I was keeping myself cool through sweating. I was very fortunate in wearing all black, so you couldn't see how wet I was. Pro tip, wear black when it's hot. But yeah, like Sicily right now, they're saying not to go there either because they only have one natural lake, and it's down to essentially a puddle now because it's so hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
So Margo, where would you like to go?
I would say I would like to return to a place I've been before. It's an island near Aruba and Curacao. It's called Bonaire. And I had family members in the past that lived there, and I actually taught English there for a year. But my goal is to get the family back there to try scuba diving for everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Great
awesome.
answers.
Yes. All right. Next question. What is the most terrible movie that you legitimately enjoy?
Oh gosh, I can't think of any movies right now. Although we did introduce my brother's family to Step Brothers recently. Up north.
Such a fun movie.
My parents were sitting there. It wasn't a very proud moment. But we were laughing and having fun.
Oh yeah.
You never look at a drum kit the same way again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Margo?
Well, this isn't one. I'm turning your question, but the first thing that came to my mind a long time ago, my husband and I went to see a movie in the theater, and it was horrible. I don't know if you recall, but there was a Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer movie called Wolf, I think.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, it was terrible. But we got kind of lucky. Sort of a argument broke out in the theater, and it ended up clearing, and they took everybody out and they reimbursed us, so we could go see another movie for free. And we're like, oh, that worked out, because it was so incredibly bad. But it might be fun to watch again just for its badness.
No, it's gotten worse actually. Because I saw it in the theater, and actually it's less fun to watch now. It hasn't aged
I've
well
never even heard of this. I'll have to look it up.
It's supposed to be a horror movie. It's supposed to be about him turning into a werewolf. Really, it's just about someone having a midlife crisis. I mean, essentially. I mean, but I like the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, next question. What unusual workplace benefit would you love to receive?
Ooh. Wear your slippers to work day? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's not really a benefit.
Well,
see, I'd be like unlimited vacation time.
Yeah, that would. You know what? I like that better. Good for you, Emily. That's a good one.
Thank you for your answer, Patty Emily.
And I'm like, unlimited vacation.
I would love that. That's what I would like. I'd be out the door right now.
And you would want a nacho fountain.
I definitely want a nacho fountain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. And Margo?
Unlimited coffee, probably. Like
Ooh.
good coffee.
Everyone would just be all wired at work.
Yeah. I
I'm
drank
thinking
my
it's
unlimited
beneficial
coffee
to
at
go
home.
second in this one.
I don't know that my answers are any better than yours. I mean, yours are very good.
I'm thoroughly enjoying all of these answers. Okay, if you could design your own work schedule, what would it look like?
Oh, I'm liking my schedule. My own work schedule. I think I would have more days on and more days off. A little more flip-floppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to have more consecutive days off and more consecutive days on. Because you kind of get in the mode and you're working things through and
like 5 on, 5 off kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. One of our tutors actually has a job like that.
Oh, cool.
So.
And my screen froze, so I totally missed the question.
It is, if you could design your own work schedule, what would it look like?
Oh, I think maybe you'd work and then you'd have sort of like year-round schooling. You'd have all your vacation maybe clumped in 2 weeks, kind of more the European model where you could travel for a longer amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved the trimester. I was an exchange student my senior year of high school, and I loved the trimester when I was there. It was so great. I think it's better for learning. You definitely get to have a sizable break, but you don't have any of like the summer slide sort of thing. Your brain is still active for school all the time and learning. I think that is a great wish to have for work too, because I think it would work better that way. Yeah, agreed. Well, there is one more question, and then you are free to go. What number is Tim and Emily currently thinking of?
You guys didn't. I watched your last episode, and you didn't have it. You weren't in sync.
We are now, though. I've improved myself.
Are we supposed to guess this together?
No, you can guess
two
separately.
separate ones. All right. What number? Number 7.
I will say number 4.
What's very interesting is you both got part of it right. The number was 7,041.
So you were a little off, though.
A little off.
Slightly.
You were thinking more 1 to 10. That's okay. But psychically, you were in tune.
Yeah. like the numbers were coming through from our faces to you. You guys were picking up on it. So.
Yep. So there are no consequences, just wrong answers.
Yeah.
For that last one. But
Did you get that bell?
If you would like.
Yes.
Yeah. Bell of shame. Or
Bell
bell
of
of whatever.
Bell of despair.
Despair. There we go.
Either or. They both work.
Horn of shame, bell of despair.
Well, thank you guys both for, coming on our show. I mean, I know, like I said, Patti was real last minute ask. It was like you literally were hired and we're like, hey, come on our show.
Hey, happy to do it. And it's
and I know both of your positions, you to a degree, really rely on volunteers to help to make it happen. Where can people head to volunteer if they're interested in?
Right. They can go on our website. So if you go to Manitowoc Public Library's website, we do have a link. You can register right online. You could stop at the front desk as well and ask for Patti or ask for myself, and we'd be happy to talk to you about both programs. But thank you for letting us highlight what we do, and hopefully more people will hear about it so we can work with more people.
Yeah,
they're both such fantastic programs,
Mm-hmm.
and because they're kind of not what people think of with the bookish nature of libraries, they kind of, fall a little bit off people's radar. So we were so glad to be able to bring this to the public.
Yeah.
And so anyone watching, if you're interested in volunteering, tell your friends that might be interested. Tell them that today's episode was phenomenal and that you learned a lot about two employees that you don't get to see out front all that often. I mean, to a degree you do, but not nearly as much as some of the other positions. So Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Have a great day. Well, that was fun.
That was just lovely.
That was wonderful, as always.
We got a good team here.
We do. We have great staff members, and we love showcasing them on the show.
Absolutely.
So just one final reminder that if you are interested in signing up for the Brew and Before, you can't spell B without B, just head to www.manitowoclibrary.org/event/brew-n-b-4, or just simply go to manitowoclibrary.org, click on the banner, and you'll be taken there.
Yep.
So thank you so much for tuning in today. Next month, we're still putting the show together.
Yeah, that one's still got some moving parts we're finalizing.
Yeah, we're finalizing that, so we're not going to promote it yet. Look to Facebook. Look to our events calendar, where we'll also drop it in there. So Facebook page, events calendar, and the date on that
will be August 15th, and it'll be at the normal time of 12 o'clock. So today was kind of an unusual time for 12:30, but next month, 12 o'clock.
Back to 12 o'clock.
Yep.
So thank you, and have a great day, everyone.
Bye.